Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to NBCC India Limited Q4 FY23 earnings conference call hosted by Nomura. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be no opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Priyankar Biswas from Nomura. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Biswas.
Thank you, Neerav. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we welcome everyone to the fourth quarter FY23 results call for NBCC. So NBCC is a leader in project management, engineering and consultancy services. So we have the management here today represented by Mr. P.K. Gupta, the CMD, Ms. B.K. Sokhi, Director Finance, Mr. K.P. Mahadeva Swamy, Director Commercial, Mr. Salim Ahmed, Director Projects, Mr. Rajendra Chaudhary, Senior Executive Director Engineering, Mrs. Reshma Dudani, Executive Director Engineering and Investor Relations. So we thank the management for providing us with this opportunity, and without any further delay, I am handing over the floor to Mr. P.K. Gupta, the CMD, for his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all the investors of NBCC. I'd like to first share a few highlights of the financial year 22-23, major happenings of this year. Our most important project and largest value project of Amrapali Housing, which has been awarded by Honorable Supreme Court, which is costing around 8,200 crore. So in this project, we have achieved a turnover of 1,750 crore rupees. That is about 25% of the total turnover of the company. We have successfully sold around 26 number of units already, and the sale value of these units is 1,500 crore. Work on all the houses is going on, and by the end of 24, we plan to complete these works. During the year and before that, we got the loan from SBI Cash and a consortium of 7 banks, and they have disbursed the money, and home buyers are paying the amount successfully, and some money is coming from the sold and unsold inventory. And as of now, project is running smoothly. In this project, we plan to get a additional business of 7,000 to 8,000 crore rupees, and that is construction of additional FAR that is lying vacant in these projects. That is one highlight. And second is that our trademark project, World Trade Center in Nauroji Nagar. In this, we have sold inventory of 2,100 crore during the financial 22-23. That is the largest value sold in one financial year. And we hope that during the current financial year, complete inventory will be sold out. And this project is nearing completion, and by September, we hope that this project will be complete. As far as financial highlights are concerned, the turnover that we have achieved is 21% more than the last year on year-to-year basis, and it's close to 7,000 crore. And profit before tax, there is an increase of 31%. Profit before tax is 312 crore, 31% more than the financial year. EBITDA margin has also improved substantially as compared to 2.8% during 21-22. We have achieved an EBITDA margin of 4.5%. Consolidated profit before exceptional item, there is an increase of 40% increase, while after exceptional item is 31% increase. The order book of NBCC stands at 45,000 crore, which is roughly 50% is redevelopment projects and 50% is other PMC and EPC projects. And in the coming financial year, we are targeting a business development of 12,000 to 15,000 crore rupees. And we are in discussions with various state governments and central government and PSU for award of works. Already signed an MOU with Zambia for construction of mass housing units, and we hope that this order will fructify shortly. Now I open the floor for questions. Our directors and myself, we are ready to answer the questions.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The first question is from the line of Rohit Natarajan from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. So my first question is to do with the monetization part of the redevelopment projects. From what we know last time, it's not more than 6,000 crore of the total target of 22,500 odd crore. What is that position looking like at this point in time?
Regarding redevelopment projects, our two properties are on sale. That is World Trade Center and downtown Sarojini Nagar. In World Trade Center, I already told that we have sold 2,100 crore worth of properties during the last financial year. And this year we plan to wind up this property, around 5,000 crore worth of property still to be sold. And we hope that this complete property will be sold during the current financial year. As far as the sale of downtown Sarojini Nagar is concerned, we are launching a bulk sale for this property, for which the required approval has been obtained. And the sale has already been launched. The only thing is that some conditions have to be modified. And we hope that if this bulk sale is successful, total property worth to be 1,350 crore will be sold.
So if I add up together 1,350 and maybe World Trade Center 2,100 odd crore.
2,100 crore is the value of the property sold during last financial year. Total value of this property is around 12,000 crore.
And how much you have realized till date for World Trade Center?
For what 6,300 crore worth of property has been sold.
Okay. Sir, in terms of Amrapali project, what are the remaining tenders to be done in FY24?
No, in Amrapali, we have done all the tenders. Only one tender of rupees 100 crore approximately for the remaining work. Some additional works were required in some of the projects. Only that is to be done. Otherwise, all the tenders have been finalized and work is going on all the projects.
And when is this?
One tender of around 82 crore rupees for some additional works in some of the projects.
And when is this project expected to be fully completed? As in, how much is your expected need to?
24, this project is likely to be completed.
How much would be the contribution to the standalone revenue, sir, from Amrapali?
Standalone revenue will be around 8,000 crore since the time it started. 2021, 22, 23.
No, in 24, how much will be recognized?
24, it should be around 2,000 crore, maybe a little more than that.
Okay. Sir, if I can ask you on the subsidiary part, how much is the HSCC revenue and Hindustan Steelworks revenue? Similarly, the EBITDA and net profit for this full year FY23?
HSCC has achieved the turnover of 1,100 crore and their PAT is 23 crore. HSCL has achieved the turnover of 791 crore and their PAT is also around 23 crore. And one of our more subsidiary, NSL, 177 crore turnover has been achieved and they have achieved the PAT of 7 crore.
Sure. My final question from my side, what is the total projects awarded at this point in time in the cumulative order backlog of 45,000 crore?
Pardon, you want to know the
projects awarded, total projects awarded from 45,000 crore order backlog that you have in hand.
Total project, no, this 45,000 crore is the value of work which have not been awarded. Apart from this, there are running projects of 20,000 crore rupees. But this 45,000 crore is in addition, which have not been awarded.
Okay. And how much you plan to award it in FY24?
10 to 12,000 crore.
Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Nalin Shah from NVS Brokerage. Please go ahead.
A very good afternoon to everybody. I have two questions or overall broad questions. That in spite of having a turnover, I mean total, I would say the revenue at something like almost 8,000, 9,000 crores. Why is last 3 years I have been seeing that our PAT level margin is hardly about 3%. Whereas all the, the last about 2.5 years, all the, the real estate companies are doing extremely well. Even if you see your return on net worth, it is hardly anything, which we are earning. So what is the reason for such a pathetic, I think, performance?
Our PAT is 7.25%. PBT margin is 7.25%.
PBT margin, I am seeing, the 2023, our PAT is at 238 crores. Am I right? On a top line of 7,884 crores, it is hardly 3%. Again, in the previous year also, I see it is 3%. Even on that one.
Last year, actually, in these 2 years, we have to book some exceptional items due to which our PAT has been remains at the same level. Otherwise, if you will see our EBITDA margin, there is a drastic change in our EBITDA margin from 2.82% to now we have achieved the 4.47%.
Correct. But I think, in the overall context of the volumes, there is hardly any profitability.
The PAT has
if I see, 3% margins, if you see, in many projects in Mumbai, I am talking of Mumbai because I am more conversant with Mumbai. I mean, the real estate companies pay even 2 and 3% brokerages to the brokers, whereas we are earning hardly about 3%. What is the, I think, reason for such a poor profitability? It is because of the, I think, the tender system in which, we are going at a very, very cheap rate we are quoting. That is the reason, or what is the reason?
NBCC total revenue is from the project management consultancy work.
Correct.
It constitutes around 95% of the total turnover, right?
Correct.
And our real estate portion is hardly 2 to 3%, and rest is EPC. So if you are comparing our turnover with the other developers in the Mumbai, that is not the case. But definitely our real estate projects have contributed this time a huge margin. Against the sale of 195 crores, there is a gross margin of 68 crores in the real estate projects. But that constitutes a very small portion of our total revenue.
Exactly. So my point is that only that, companies, if I see your net worth, today what you are using is almost about maybe 2,000 crores.
Right.
So we are hardly earning, maybe even little over 10% on that.
No, our net worth is not 23,000.
Our net worth is 1,900 crores.
2,000 crores, approximately 2,000 I am saying. 2,000 crores.
So we are having a completed real estate inventory of 674 crores, out of which we are focusing on that.
Mm-hmm.
Our net worth mainly constitutes that real estate, ये जो है ना,
Consultancy.
right. हाँ. So
Okay.
we still have the land banks of 619 crores. So which will be developed in the coming years. We have the plans for that.
Okay.
And we are going to rather develop at Patna initially, and then at Coimbatore, and then might be at Jaipur.
Okay. And current year, I think you mentioned, if I remember correctly, the order book stands at around 45,000 crores. Am I right?
Yes.
Total order book. So what is the likely, I think, the execution part which will, reflect into the top line approximately?
In the current financial year 24, top line will be around standalone basis of 9,000 crores. That is what we are targeting.
Around 9,000 crores. Okay. And do you see some improvement in margins, sir, on that?
Yes, with improvement in top line, because some of the expenditures are constant.
Right. So economies of scale will follow.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Vasudev from Nuvama Wealth. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So this 45,000 crores of order book, which you said, that is on standalone or consolidated basis?
Standalone. That is on standalone basis.
So then in consolidated, what would be this figure?
Consolidated is 54,200 crores.
Okay, and the split between PMC and redevelopment would be same 50-50?
For standalone, yeah, right.
And for the consolidated, it would be?
The rest of the companies are having only PMC. They are not having any redevelopment.
Okay.
You can say around 40% on consolidated basis is redevelopment and 60% is PMC.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Then, what would be your order intakes and ongoing works on consolidated basis for FY23?
Please repeat your question.
So what will be our order intake on consolidated basis for FY23, and as on March, how much is our ongoing work?
Clear nahi hai na?
So your voice is not coming clearly. So can you please repeat your question again?
Vasudev, can you speak to the handset?
Hello. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was asking that what is our order intake on a consolidated basis for FY23, and as on March 23, how much is our ongoing work?
Our ongoing works are 20,000 crore for NBCC and another 5,000 crore for the rest of the company, so around 25,000 crore. And as far as the inflow of orders is concerned, on consolidated basis, we received an order of 6,500 crore rupees in the financial year 23.
Okay. And so for standalone, you guided for 9,000 crores of revenue. So for consolidated basis, what would be our guidance for FY24 for revenue and EBITDA and PAT margins?
It will be around 11,500. Consolidated revenue will be 11,500 crore, and EBITDA will be around 5%.
Okay, and PAT margins?
That will also improve by the same ratio, or you can say approximately 4 to 4.15 or so.
Okay. Then next is how much have we sold in Sarojini Nagar in total in FY23?
In Sarojini Nagar, we sold property worth rupees 47 crore.
47 crores.
We decided to go for bulk sale. So we have launched the bulk sale where entire property will be sold in one go and will receive an revenue of 1,350 crore.
Okay. So total, what is the value of real estate that was sold in FY23?
Total real estate sold was 200 crore. Turnover achieved was 200 crore of our own real estate, and around 2,200 crore of real estate of redevelopment projects that we are doing on behalf of the ministry.
Okay. And what are we projecting for FY24 then?
FY24, our real estate, our own inventory is around 250 crore projection. And ministry project, we are planning to wind up both the projects, and it will be around 6,000 crore.
Okay. And sir, then what is our status of the Netaji Nagar project?
Netaji Nagar, we have one contract is already awarded, construction of GPO A and Sartek Hostel. And for rest of the projects, we have received all clearances, including tree cutting permissions and other statutory approval. And we are planning to launch those projects shortly.
So can we expect in H1?
And after that, we'll be floating tender for construction of housing in Netaji Nagar.
Okay, okay. And lastly, sir, what is the seed money as on March and the interest on that?
The seed money as on today is 969 crore, and outstanding interest is 259 crore. And during the financial year 22-23, we have received the payment from the MoHUA to the extent of 50 crore.
Okay. Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Pankaj Kumar from Kotak Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for taking my question, and congratulations on a good set of numbers in this quarter. So actually, question is related to the international opportunity that we are looking at. So what kind of order book that we have as of now, order backlog that we have as of now from there, and what all we are targeting, and how do you see international order book going ahead?
Currently, we have a major project in Maldives, construction of 2,000 number of social housing. The total cost of this project is 1,000 crore. And we have a few projects in Mauritius. Currently, work is going on in these two countries. And for future, we have tying up with the government of Zambia for construction of social housing. And in other projects where the Ministry of External Affairs is taking up the work. One is in Seychelles, then Burundi, is the government of Burundi, and Jeddah for Ministry of External Affairs, Chancery Building. These projects are in pipeline.
Okay. And sir, if you can also help us with the domestic prospect pipeline. So which all tenders we are, which all projects we are targeting, and especially on the redevelopment side, what is there on cards?
A very big project that we are targeting is FAR, balance FAR of Amrapali. And we are in touch with several other state governments for redevelopment of their dilapidated properties.
So what would the value of this Amrapali?
Amrapali will be 7,000 to 8,000 crore.
Of similar size that we are at?
Yes, a little less than that.
Okay. Okay.
This will all be new construction.
Okay. And sir, out of this 7 GPRA colony project, what is out of this 25,000 crore total order book that we had? So out of that, how much we have awarded, and what value of the real estate that we have sold till now?
Total value of works awarded is around 5,000 crore, and total property that has been sold is around 6,300 crore rupees.
6,300. And by when we are targeting to fully monetize this whole 25,000 crore of...
Two commercial projects we are targeting to monetize in the current financial year 2024. And then regarding the monetization of residential property, that will be taken up subsequently.
This two commercial project of value?
Total value of these two commercial projects is 13,300 crore rupees.
And this we are targeting in the current year itself.
Current year.
So how is the demand? Like who all are going to be the investor in these?
For Sarojini Nagar downtown, we have already launched bulk sale, where any developer will purchase the property and further sell it. And for World Trade Center, both government sector, public sector, and some private sector companies, they are the target customers.
So in Sarojini Nagar, we'll be basically selling out the land to the private developers, you are saying?
No, it will not be land, it will be constructed property.
Okay, so right now this is funded through what proceed we are getting through Sarojini Nagar?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask the question. The next question is from the line of Rohit Natarajan from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Thank you for this follow-up, sir. So my question is, out of this 25,000 crore of works where the work is happening on ground, can you give us the top 5 projects value-wise?
Yes. Our biggest project is Amrapali. Total value of that project is 8,000 crore.
No, sir. The outstanding work that is pending, as in Amrapali, only 2,000 crore is work left, right?
Amrapali, around 3,000 worth of work is pending.
Okay.
7 GPRA is the biggest project.
No, sir. In the 25,000 crore works where the work is actually happening on ground, of which the unexecuted portion, how much that value is, which are the top 5 projects?
I think the largest will be 7 GPRA. Total value of work awarded is 5,500 crore, out of which around 2,500 worth of work has been executed. Little more than 3,000 worth of work
pending.
And second is Amrapali. Out of 8,000 crore, around 5,000 worth of work has been done, and 3,000 crore worth of work is yet to be done. East Delhi Hub. Then East Delhi Hub, Karkad Duma.
Okay.
So around out of total 1,200 crore worth of project, around 200 crore worth of work has been done, and balance 1,000 crore is pending. These are the major.
So this is, if I add up, it's only 7,000 crore, and 25,000 crore is the total work that is happening on ground. So there will be still bigger ticket items, right?
In 7 GPRA, we have currently 4 tenders on pipeline where we have to award valuing around 4,000 crore rupees.
Additional in 7 GPRA?
Yes.
Okay. But sir, that is not yet included in the 25,000 crore works, right? Work happening on ground.
25,000 only. We will already
the works which are going on are 20,000 crore value, not 25,000. And these 4 works for 4,000 crore, they are not included in that.
Already we have called 2 tenders. Another 2 we need to call.
Okay. And which are, okay, so these are the 7,000 out of 20,000 is known. The remaining, I can assume it will be less than 1,000 crore. Is that the way, a fair assumption to be made?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Since there are no more questions, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Priyankar Biswas for closing comments.
Thank you, Neerav, and thank all the participants and management for taking their time out to make this an eventful call. So I will now hand it over back to the management for any further closing remarks.
We are looking for a very bright future in the current financial year and in further years to come. With 7 real estate market coming to the fore and redevelopment projects, particularly state government and several state central government departments are very keen to take up the redevelopment projects because they don't have to spend their money in these projects. So we are looking for a very bright future, and which we had in one of the projects is over, and we don't see any provisions or any exceptional items in future. So the profit before tax and turnover will be substantially high as compared to the current financial year. And with pandemic also over, I don't think there is any problem with the company. So our investors can look for a very bright future.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Nomura, that concludes this conference.
Just 1 minute. So just adding on. So in case any investors has any further queries, so we have Mr. Balkrishna Singla from the Investor Relations of NBCC to address any further queries. So he will be available as well even after this call. So you can get directly in touch with him. So Neerav, back to you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Nomura, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.